Every morning, David would wake up in his small, tidy apartment in Lagos and feel the weight of the world on his shoulders, the bills, the responsibilities. The unspoken pressure to make something of himself fit was a familiar feeling. He'd sit at his wooden table, the sounds of the city waking up just outside his window. And he knew, deep down, that he couldn't just wait for luck to find him. He had to make his own. Every sunrise was a new opportunity, a fresh chance to act. He just needed to figure out how. One afternoon, he found himself talking to Mr. Allen, a wise older man who had seen his fair share of life's ups and downs. They sat on a simple concrete bench in front of a bustling market. Surrounded by colorful fabrics and a lively chatter of people passing by, Mr. Allen looked at him with a steady, confident gaze and said something that would change everything. David, money follows value. It's that simple. Don't chase money. Chase value. Find something you can do well. Something that solves a real problem for someone. Learn something you truly love. And then master it. The rewards, my boy, they will always follow. Those words echoed in David's mind long after their conversation ended. He went back to his apartment, sat at his wooden desk, and looked at his laptop. The city skyline stood tall outside his window, a silent testament to dreams built and realized. Right then and there, David made a decision. He was done waiting. He was done hoping. He chose a skill, something he was passionate about, and he dedicated himself to it completely. Every single day, he spent hours learning, studying, and practicing. He read books, watched tutorials, and put his knowledge to the test. Over and over again, he knew he might not be an expert overnight. But he had to start somewhere. The first few weeks were incredibly tough. There were long nights spent staring at his laptop, his expression a mix of exhaustion and frustration. Mistakes felt like mountains, and setbacks whispered doubts in his ear. There were moments he wanted to give up, to just go back to waiting for that lucky break. But he remembered Mr. Allen's words and pushed through. He reminded himself that growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It comes from the struggle, from the effort you put in when no one is watching. The grind before sunrise is where champions are made. And then, slowly but surely, the small wins started to appear. It wasn't a sudden explosion of success, but quiet, steady build. He started helping a small street vendor optimize her sales using a simple tablet. People in the community began to notice. They saw that his skills were solving real, practical problems. That first smile of gratitude, that first thank you, it was more valuable than any paycheck. Recognition and trust started to grow, not overnight, but step by steady step. These small victories were the fuel that kept his fire burning. With each small win, David's confidence grew. He started walking down the busy Lagos streets not with a sense of pressure, but with a sense of purpose. He interacted with local business owners and vendors, his solutions becoming more refined, his impact more significant. The towering skyscrapers in the background no longer seemed intimidating. They looked like a promise of what was possible. He realized that real success isn't some instant lottery win. It's the result of consistent, daily effort. It's about showing up, solving problems, and refusing to give up, especially when it gets hard. Now, as David stands on his balcony, looking out at the Lagos skyline bathed in the warm glow of sunset, he reflects on his journey. You might be feeling just like he did. You might not feel ready. You might doubt your abilities. But remember this. The hustle before the sun rises, the work you put in when you're tired and unsure, it always pays off. Focus on learning, on creating value, on solving problems for others. Don't worry about the big picture just yet. Just take it one step at a time. Because the actions you take today are the ones that will shape your entire tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.